Oh hey, I'm Hazel, and I'm outside. I hate it.
I feel like that was your best one so far.
It's a big bird. Hi, I'm Hazel. It's Saturday today, which makes it time to sit down and catch up on the WoW news of the week, what I've been up to, and answer some questions. This week we're outside because we thought about whether or not we could, and then we stopped there. This week, the Wallstreet Journal broke a brand new article on the Activision-Blizzard situation where we found out that, among other things, Jen O'Neill, the former co-leader of Blizzard who left just a couple of weeks ago, not only had her own harassment stories at Blizzard, but also was not being paid equally to her co-leader, Mike. The article also covered and went into some detail on stories from CEO Bobby Kotick's past, laying out some examples of times in which he has threatened and harassed women working for him personally. In light of this, Activision-Blizzard workers staged a walkout on Tuesday, and petitions have been circulating trying to get Bobby Kotick to resign. Other industry leaders, including leadership at PlayStation and Xbox, have condemned Bobby's actions. They also lost a partnership with Girls Who Code. They cut ties with them. Yeah, that just happened this morning. Yeah. Some ABK shareholders have been calling for his removal, but the board of directors has issued a statement in support of Bobby, saying that they remain confident in his leadership. All of that made for a really rough week for the people that actually work at Blizzard that have been putting in a lot of hard work to actually make these games. The article broke on the same day as the Season of Mastery launch, as well as a Hearthstone expansion drop. It sucks that what should have been a really great day to celebrate some awesome work that was being done on the games gets overshadowed by leadership just continuing to fail the people at Blizzard. There's no good way to put a bow on that section. Moving on, I guess. The WoW 17th anniversary event started this week, and you can get a 17% experience in rep buff during this event. There's also a brand new mount available that has been hotfixed to a 100% drop rate. So if you haven't gotten it already, you want to head to the Caverns of Time, fly up the tunnel into Tanaris, and kill Doomwalker for your Illidari Doomhawk. You can do this on any character level 30 plus. If you are under level 50 and you have Chromie Time on, I would turn it off, otherwise you're in for a good time. A bad time. You're in for a bad time. There's also transmog items that can drop off of that boss. They are not a guaranteed drop rate, so good luck with those. And there's a brand new battle pet available on the anniversary event vendor down in the Caverns of Time for 200 Time Warp badges. They've also mailed you 200 Time Warp badges, so on any character you can just open up your mail, grab those, and buy the pet if you want it. Looks like this, and that's brand new to this year. Also this week, Blizzard has released some transmog options onto the in-game shop for money, which is bold timing. I'm assuming this kind of thing's been on the calendar for a while, but wow. There is the baby Murloc sat shells, that is $15, or they do include that one with a 6-month sub, so if you have a rolling 6-month sub like I do, that should be available to you in-game already. You should have an unclaimed gift to claim. The transmog set looks like this. It's Celestial themed, it's $20. I've been hearing pretty split reactions from people that say it's really pretty, and then there's people that are very upset about the microtransaction. I think both are valid options. I kind of agree with both. If you want the set and you don't want to pay money for it, there is always the WoW token, although I have seen WoW token prices surge after releasing this set, so there's probably more than a couple people thinking that. In 9.2 news this week, Blizzard announced that they are adding 2 new WoW arena maps to the game in 9.2. You have the Maldraxxus Coliseum. This is a Theater of Pain style dungeon. You can see some pillars here. And then you have the Enigma Arena set in Zereth Mortis that appears to have no pillars at first, but there's a button in the middle that you can press to put up some pillars and then press it again to put them down. That'll be fun, although for who, I haven't figured out yet. I have heard some people disgruntled after that announcement that they're continuing to add arena maps and not battleground maps. I feel the pain on the lack of battleground maps, but I would say it's probably dramatically easier to make an arena map, because with PvP maps, they need to be really, really careful with things like terrain collision and line of sight, and battleground maps are just naturally a lot bigger, so it takes a lot more work to get them game ready. I'm not saying that's a good excuse, but that's probably why we get arena maps more often. This week also had data mining begin for patch 9.2, and I wanted to highlight a couple of the models that we're seeing out of this. The 9.2 PTR is not playable yet, and probably will not be playable for at least a week. Blizzard employees have the week off for Thanksgiving, so we're waiting a little bit on that. But Wowhead has dug up some models, and I wanted to highlight a couple of them. First off being the Incubus glyphable Warlock pet. You can glyph your succubus pet into an incubus in 9.2 if you like, and I have a feeling those glyphs are going to be in demand because look at this fine young gentleman. I'm in favor of this, and I think Boy's going to need a new pet. We might be seeing some succubuses in PvE where they have no business being. I can't wait. There's also a new Druid travel form glyph available coming in 9.2 for an updated Cheetah form. This thing looks fantastic. I know there were some calls for an updated Cheetah form after they released the Runestag forms in patch 9.15, so I'm definitely looking for that one for my Druid in 9.2. And new mounts, lots of new mounts that are coming out of the data mining. I'm particularly excited for some new Vicious mounts. We have a Vicious War Wolf, which is kind of like a new Xerath Mortis Wolf model. Looks like this, and then we have a Vicious War Gulper available. If you like the Vicious mounts but you've never PvP'd before and you kind of want to get into collecting them, you can get these now at a rating of 1,000 or higher, and I don't think you can drop rating below 1,000. I think as long as you play and you win eventually, you can grind these mounts out, so don't say you're not good enough. Just find some other people that are also saying that and then go in there. It'll be great. You're going to have a great time. Just, you know, tab out of whispers if they get bad. You can do it. Believe in yourself. And in my life this week, I've been trying new things, I suppose. I'm outside. That's weird. What else? We went bouldering this week. We climbed up a wall. That hurt. No, it was good. I'd recommend it. I haven't decided if I'm going again. I'm also starting to get into the details of planning a move back to Canada, hopefully for December. Not sure yet, but that's been a whole thing, and I'm starting to lose it a little bit, so just cross your fingers for me. And questions for this week. Rye wants to know, will domination sockets and set bonuses be carrying over into patch 9.2? Kind of, but not really. That's the kind of thing we're going to be leaving behind and replacing with new gear and sets in 9.2. The set bonus will not work because that only works in the Maw and in Sanctum, but the gems themselves will continue to work, at least as we first get into Xerath Mortis, but they're not going to get any stronger than they currently are, and we're going to be getting bigger and better things from the new gear and the Cypher of the first ones and all of that. So you're going to be replacing your Dom Shard gear with tier sets. It's not unusual for this sort of thing to be contained to a specific patch and tier and be left behind, so definitely don't grind them out now, unless you really want them now, but be aware that we are leaving them behind somewhat soon. And Joshua wants to know, if I unlock a 9.0 Covenant Transmog set at Renown 80 with a Leather class, does it unlock the other armor types for alts, or do I need to do it once per armor type with each Covenant? So for the most part, in order to unlock a transmog set, you need to have been the correct Covenant, Renown, and armor type on a character at least once, and then if you want to keep the transmog set, you need to have gotten to Renown 80 on that Covenant on your account at least once. However, it's kind of weird and inconsistent in practice, so for the most part you are going to need to do once per armor type per Covenant. However, I went and checked in my Priest, and I had the Necrolord Renown 60 9.1 set, despite the fact that I've never been a Necrolord 60, but I didn't have the Venthyr one, so yeah, you're probably going to need to do it on multiple armor types if you want all the transmog, but you might get some freebies just for reasons, who's to say. And that's been the week. Thank you very much for watching. If you have a question for a news video, please leave it in the comments and include the word question to help me find it. Let's go look for some ducks, yeah? Ducks?
Yo.
All right, stay tuned for ducks.
Okay, you don't have to, it's just like, okay.
Oh, yo, they're coming.
2 of them.
Hey, bud.
Well, that one's up.
Nutria, or koipu, are an invasive species native to South America. Also known as giant swamp rats, they are destroying local ecosystems, but gosh, they're cute.
It's pretty freaking cute.
Why is it that I just love something so much whenever I see that it's itchy? It's like, I've been itchy.
Yeah.
I know what that's like. We're friends now, you know?
This is gonna be the greatest video you've ever made. Okay, so
I feel like you need a different project to work on. It's not the Saturday news video where you can have full creative control.
no, right, you're right. We should do more stuff like this.
Yeah.
You need to do the outro thing.
That was for us to blackmail other people into doing, not for
No,
me.
we have to test it.
Yeah, we have to test it.
You want me to do it? I'll do it if you promise to put it in the video.
Yeah, oh no, for sure.
Yeah? This has been a Silver Kitty original production.